Hey everyone, it's Craig with One Man's Cancer Journey coming at you with my weekly update. So this past week, we did have chemotherapy on Friday. I found myself a little anxious during the week. My parents were here at the beginning and then they went home on Wednesday. I don't think it was anxiousness from their visit. We had a really good visit, enjoyed the time we had together. We're able to do some activities like going to an ice hockey game and taking a boat tour through the chain of lakes. And it was a lot of fun. But I think I found myself anxious because for the last 3 treatments, my platelet counts have been dropping. And last time they were only at 57, and we need to be above 50 for me to get the chemotherapy. Luckily, we went in on Friday and my platelets were actually up a little bit. They were at 65, so we were able to proceed with the treatment, and I'm very grateful that we were able to do that. This week, I also realized that sometimes you get into patterns or habits that you do for a while and then they fall off and maybe you forget about them, but it's always good to revisit them. And so for me, I was pretty regular in using the Calm Act to do some meditations each morning. It's about a 10-minute morning meditation. And as I had the anxiousness this week, I realized that I hadn't been doing the calm meditation. And so I returned to that this week. And I did find that that helped to give me some peace. And I was grateful that I remembered that. And so as you're going through a disease, or if you're supporting one who's going through a disease, at different points in our treatment or in our journey, things work better than others. And sometimes we do it for a while and then we stop. And then sometimes we can pick it back up and it'll help us again. So I just want to encourage you that if you've gotten into a rut, that you make sure that you're revisiting some of those things that maybe were helping in the past that you have stopped doing. I think the other thing is just to remember to live. I think sometimes I get caught up in working all day long, and then at the end of the day, I'm very tired and I don't feel like doing anything. And so this weekend, when my parents were here and we did a little something each day while they were here, that was really nice and enjoyable. And then Friday, even though I had chemotherapy, so on Friday we were able to go into Universal and we were able to ride the Mardi Gras floats and throw beads out to all the parade watchers. And so it was good to remember that you can get out and live life. And so I encourage everyone to just make sure that you don't get into a rut and that you don't let yourself get isolated, but just get out there and do stuff. You may not have the same energy, you may be in a wheelchair, you may not be able to go for the same length of time, but just get out and do something. For my gratitude moment, I was grateful again for my parents' visit, for the ability to kind of do some things that we haven't done here in Florida for a while, like the Chain of Lakes boat tour, and getting to see another Solar Bears hockey game was a lot of fun to take the family. And so I'm just grateful for that family time that we had. I'm grateful that my platelet counts were high enough this week that we could move forward with chemotherapy. And I'm looking forward to this coming week when we have a consultation about this new therapy to see if that might be a way that we can really target the treatment of the tumors that are in my liver. I'm Craig with One Man's Cancer Journey, and I wish for you a blessed week.